Hitman Contracts is a sequel? A prequel? A remake? A retelling? DLC? An expansion pack? I don't really know. I think the best way to describe it is that it's the third game in the Hitman franchise, since that's what it is, the third game. On the first Hitman game, I didn't like how the game feels so broken and janky despite somewhere deep in that game, there might be potential. The second game was a major improvement over the last, as it set as a proper blueprint in how you handle target assassination, despite a weak story with a strong beginning. Now that we finally reached the third game, it now begs the question, will this be a game worthy of the Hitman series, or will it be another janky disappointment? That's what we're about to find out on this game review, so let's go! The game starts off with an intro taking place in an empty room, with an old TV playing, as if it's trying to become some kind of horror game or something. Ooh, spooky, such a backroom is... Very funny game. Well, that was an unexpected jump scare. And just like the last game, Jesper Kid has been credited once again in the intro. Man, imagine being a composer so good that you'd credit him first. Wonder if anyone would do the same thing if they bought John Williams or Koji Kondo. Or even John Carpenter, for God's sakes.
This thing sucks.
As always, like what I always do, I'll usually play training mode first just to learn the basics. Who would have thought that 47 had a Batcave? Though it does feel more like a practice mode with stealth training being the only real tutorial section, which I feel is broken because no matter how hard I try to put on this disguise, they'll just see through me anyway. I'm sorry, I thought this was stealth training, so is stealth even an option at this point? I really need to stop saying that, do I? Ah, screw it, I'll just say whatever I want to. Now, the other training rooms we got here is sniper training to practice and improve your aim, and a shooting range where you have to shoot all the targets. Shoot them all and actually I don't even know if you get anything. It's a fun place for you to shoot stuff without getting shot at. Well, if the hitboxes were actually good, that is. You can't even shoot anything unless you hit this small target. Well, screw you, game. Now that we've done trading, we get to the first mission where 47 gets killed off, only to be replaced by a hot Bishonen blondie after IRO Interactive realized we fucked up 47's design, so we replaced him with Raiden. Oh shit, I got the wrong game. Well, he didn't actually die, it was just a clone that... oh. So it turns out this is a flashback. In fact, this flashback here is meant to be a continuation of the first game's final level, where you have to escape from the mental hospital. But I don't remember this place having cloning jars and mental patients. Regardless, it's a cool looking update to see the entire hospital redesigned. Just don't run in your disguise, alright? Good thing it's only on this level, because while the gameplay here is similar to Hitman 2, and the other levels it's actually okay to run, and you actually don't get shot or blasted by guards just for jogging. The next level still takes place in Romania, but I don't know if this takes place after the hospital incident, or if this takes place before the hospital. But the fact that we're still in Romania and we have to kill a target that has nothing to do with recent events just says itself. No time to pay respects to Dad, huh? Back to work as usual. Hitman's job is never done. Now, if you've seen my last two Hitman game reviews, most of the footages you see are based on my first playthrough. This time on Contracts, the gameplay is based on my second playthrough instead. So rather than killing targets by using previous methods such as choking the lawyer in the bathroom and headshot Jabba the Hutt here with my pistol, I thought about using alternative ways instead, and as always, this is where the trial and error phase happens. First, I wanted to try and kill a lawyer as an opioid waiter, but the problem is you aren't allowed to have two waiters, which would lead to the current waiter reporting to the guards, and no matter how far you are to the location, they'll still report you anyway. Is stealth even an option at this point? Now, I think in Blood Money until current games, enemies get knocked out for an unlimited amount of time, but here it'll take like 7 minutes until they wake up, so if you left the truck door open in the back, the chef will wake up and he'll start reporting to the guards. Actually, speaking of stealth, back in Hitman 2, I always had a huge trouble on trying to stealth attack enemies. I don't know if stealth attacks here have been improved or if I'm just getting better, but thank god, I do a way better job this time. After killing the lawyer here, you get to deal with Jabba the Hutt here by offering him some turkey. Seriously, this guy is huge! I actually thought that this guy wasn't even human at first. And this is only the second level, by the way! And already I have an insane bizarre target. And as far as I know, this is probably the only Hitman target with this design. Man, this is one fucked up club. After killing the Meat King, your next mission is to kill 2 guys in Russia. Now if you're fast enough like I am while taking away some silent assassin points, you can try getting a disguise like this in a quick and speedy way. So after poisoning the first target with borscht soup, you choose to steal this guy's disguise or just assault your way like I did, sneaking in the next target's ship. Even to this day, I still have no idea what I was thinking not stealing the disguise to get on the ship on my first playthrough. Oh, and you gotta blow up this submarine. So long, silent assassin ranking. Unlike the rest of the levels, Russia is the only level that's snowing instead of raining. Why am I bringing this up, you ask? Because for no reason whatsoever, Hitman Contracts is obsessed with rain a lot. Like, why is this game always raining? It can't stop. Hitman Contracts? More like Hitman Tears of the Kingdom. Hitman Tears of the Kingdom? More like Hitman Tears of the Pain and Suffering of Codename 47. The next mission takes place in the UK, where I have to assassinate 2 rich father and son duo. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the enemy placement here kinda makes Silent Assassin rank hard to achieve. I mean, it was pretty cool that you can shoot lamps here to make enemies almost blind, but I'm not sure if there's any range differences. Regardless, in my opinion, this level actually has my favorite backstory. You have these 2 rich guys and fighting their friends, kidnapping this American student for unknown reasons. First you thought maybe they were just jealous of him, but then I found out the reason why he was kidnapped in the first place is because these rich guys are hunters who want to kill him just because he runs super fast. That is like the most fucked up reason to kill a guy. And stuff like this is why Hitman Contracts is considered the darkest Hitman game ever made. Heck, in my opinion, this game had the best tone of all the Hitman games. First you have this disturbing intro of a TV turning with a jump scare, which cuts to 47 being vulnerable and injured, then seeing him being a badass, getting shot until he wasn't. Some crazy BDSM party with a dead corpse of a kid being covered by a meat sack, rich men that kill and hunt things just because it's fast and challenging to kill, and the soundtrack. Oh, the soundtrack is just one of the creepiest and the most disturbing music pieces I heard. Listen! Gone is the majestic score of the last Hitman games, in favor of the disturbing, cold, eerie soundtrack. Jesper Kid, I salute you for your hard work in composing this. Anyway, back to the level. When it comes to assassinating the rich dad, I pretty much did the same thing on my first playthrough, which is shooting him while he was asleep. I did not know I could choke him with a pillow. As for the son, I first kill him with a poisonous drink. Holy shit, what the fuck was in that poison? And on my second playthrough, I dropped a gas can and blew him up. This was not worth it, because no matter how hard you try to run or trying to stay away from the guards, they just somehow know you did even though you're far away from them. So how do they even know it was me when they don't even have the evidence to prove it? They just felt it in the air, and even when you get a spare disguise, they'll still know that you're the one who did it. So what's the point of disguising when they'll know it's you anyway? Is sacrificing your silent assassin points for an explosive an option at this point? Thought you think I was going to say is stealth even an option at this point. Oh wait, now I did say it. Next mission takes place in Rotterdam, and unlike Codename 47 where I can't see shit, This one is actually brighter. Finally, I can see things. The only problem here is that even when you have the biker gang disguise, you can't even get in here because I don't really know. I'm not even sure why I'm not allowed to be in here. If you get in, they'll just shoot you and see you as an intruder. And I still don't get why. We also have a target in the basement getting tortured to death, and honestly I kinda want to assassinate this guy with electrocution. But he's invincible and it kinda disappoints me because on one hand, I got to kill someone in the most over-the-top way possible, while on the other hand, a bullet kill? Really? But sadly, this level is also going to be the last original mission in the game until the final level. What do I mean by that? You see, the thing about Hitman games is that it was originally going to be a trilogy, but the problem is EDOS wanted the game to be out as soon as possible, so they didn't have enough time. So as a result, we ended up getting Hitman Contracts, which is a remake, sequel, expansion pack, pre-threequel? I'm not exactly sure, which is why I call this the third game instead of Hitman 3 or whatever in the start of the video. So right after this level, most of the missions we'll be getting are just remakes of the first game stages, but in reversed order. Why is it in reversed order, you ask? Yeah, I don't even know. The only level that's not remade in Contracts is the infamous jungle shooter level that still pisses me off to this day. So yeah, unlike Codename 47 and Silent Assassin, Contracts doesn't have a real story, since the entire plot is just 47 thinking about his missions based on his memory. So does that mean the jungle shooter never happened? Is the weird guy in the top hat canon? Is the raid in the game canon? Is the train puzzle canon? Am I canon? Are you canon? What is canon at this point? Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Now that we're in the next Rotterdam level, our mission here is to— oh fuck, no, not this guy again. Calm down. Calm down. Everything will be fine and all will be— No! 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 Ah! Are you stupid? Don't you remember what happened in the last game? That piece of crap has a nuclear bomb and has activated it! Are you sure about that? Okay, I'll try this again. Now that I'm back in this nightmare of a level, the first thing I did, as far as I remember, was sneaking in as one of the guards here and choking him. But then I tried out a new method by disguising as a SWAT team member going on full assault. Personally, this route is actually pretty fun. Being part of a team even though you're not really on their side, sneaking in and killing the target. Shame that no matter how sneaky you are here, this sniper up there will know that you killed him since you aren't ordered to, and we were told to arrest him. I don't know, I guess Rotterdam police don't take kindly to disobedient team members. So if one of my viewers out there live in Rotterdam and are also police officers, please let me know if you actually do this to your disobedient officers. Next level takes place in a Budapest bathhouse, and yeah, there's not really much for me to talk about here other than it's a remake of the hotel level. Well, the good news is, when it comes to getting frisked by these guys, well, they'll just take away your weapons and not kill you. So what's the point of guns when you're gonna drop them off anyway? Maybe it's for people who prefer guns blazing and ruin their ranking, I don't know. Look, I know I said Contracts is the darkest Hitman game, but this is getting ridiculous. Call it Ghostbusters, not Hitman. Now, I know that these changes are meant to make the game harder, and because it's a remake, it just sucks how the bathhouse is closed and now you need to use sneak tactics. And the dentist being heavily guarded and the lack of supplier giving you a shotgun now the floors is closed. And you have to sneak inside instead. To be honest, I kinda prefer the OG version with the supplier, as well as you can actually get in the bathhouse, so you can just kick back and relax there. And there's no kitchen as an alternate exit. Like I said before, the jungle shooter level has been removed, but it would have been nice to see how it would be handled in Contracts. If anything, I'd like to assassinate Scarface here by feeding him to the tigers. I guess that won't happen until years later, huh? So instead we skip to the Hong Kong arc. Okay, so my next mission and my objective is to kill all the Blue Triad members, one of them being placed here like Really? This is the best place they could think of? This is like the worst hitting placement they could ever thought of. Sorry, but I haven't figured out how to bomb them like in the original game. But then again, I did remember the driver. Haven't tried it yet, but it's cool that I get in the restaurant as another option. No matter, I'll just sneak in here and start matrixing the crap out of the targets. Unlike in the last game where you get blasted oblivion if you don't listen to the Triad's orders. Now by the time I get to Hong Kong level 2, I learned that you can disguise as a chef to poison the targets, but the only problem here is that once the level starts, targets will enter the area already. And when they're already in the area, you literally can't poison them since they can just see you. Like, I can't even poison them when it's placed on the kitchen unless it's on the dining table. So what's the point of food poisoning when I can't even do it unless it's on the table where everyone can see it? Is stealth even an option at this point? Okay, I'll stop saying it. I'll stop saying it, I swear. That'll be the last time I'll say it. But what's the point of using a sniper rifle when the gun isn't even a strong force to push the body unless you have a normal pistol? Like a sniper given an option at this point to can't even grab his body! Now here's another example of the game being dark. In the original Codename 47 game, the prostitute Lei Ling here wants to get out because she's bored or something.
I've been here too long.
In here, she's a kidnapped victim, and also, judging by the scene here, it does seem like she's a lot more abused than the original version. You can also let her die if you want to.
She could have made it.
Wait, so if she's dead, does that mean her appearance in Silent Assassin is not canon? Actually, this is getting confusing now. Take note, and like I said, this game takes place in his memory, so does that mean this never happened to begin with? Is Silent Assassin ranking even canon? I haven't gotten Silent Assassin rank, but let's face it, y'all just probably tranquilize her just to get the save code. Now, I remember on my first playthrough, I was able to sneak in and assassinate Li Hong quietly. In here, well, they just know I'm an intruder with the disguise. Well, time to go full Matrix again on these bastards. At last, I have the power of the dragon lightsaber! Die, scoundrel! Fear my blade!
You obviously learned too much about me. I can't have that. Not even in my death.
Well, this is it. With 47 finally covered, there will be no more flashbacks, no more memories. Time to go back to work with real original missions. Oh yeah, it's Matrix in time. Alright, finally beat the level. Now it's time to gain my honor back and avenge that organization that humiliated my reputation. Buckle up, gang. It's time for the final level. That's it? That's Hitman contracts? That's just a bunch of cheap cliffhanger! I'll betray us! Okay, in all seriousness, as a game that was never meant to be created in the first place, would these original levels end up in blood money? But even if I do consider this as an expansion pack, the only difference between this game and Silent Assassin is the different UI and you can run and jog without getting in danger. And there's also the training room. Just imagine if that universe ever existed. And when you have a game called Hitman Contracts, it kind of admits itself that this isn't some big ambitious game, but rather a bunch of side content and an extension. Regardless, the real question is, was this game good? Coming to this game for a second playthrough, I had very low expectations, with the only thing that kept me excited is the dark tone, and that's it. Despite all of that, trying to discover alternative ways to assassinate the target actually made my gameplay more refreshing. And as much as I dislike the level selection system, like you can't choose a level unless you complete the current level you're on, I was surprised that I was able to get Silent Assassin rank on a few levels, and I would sometimes go full run and gun with these unlocks since the rating won't change since I got the highest ranking. Although, unlike Silent Assassin where you have these no target walk to destination missions, except for the first one, Contracts is a lot more straightforward to the point of just kill the target, then get out of there, something that would be a standard in later Hitman games. Now, I'm not trying to say that Contracts is my favorite game or second favorite, but still, seeing these dark and edgy visions just makes me want to see a new Hitman game with this direction. But it'll probably never happen because there'll probably be people saying, "Oh, this game is too dark, too creepy, too edgy, I prefer my games to be simple." Oh, man up, will ya? I'd like to see more games like these. Or maybe we're in some kind of pendulum where we're in an era where people prefer simple, watered down games, and sooner or later, maybe there will be a time where dark and edgy games might make a return. So, push the pendulum, guys. I want to see all these dark and edgy games back in the stores. Or maybe I should just buy Hatred, but the top-down camera doesn't click on me, so no thanks. With that being said, I think I'll give Contracts 4 points. Now it's only a matter of time if fighting these different routes of assassination would get old, since let's face it, there's probably just a few small ways to assassinate the targets compared to the newer games, but who knows? Well, guess that's all for now. This is Sender Unit, logging off until next time. Man, imagine being a composer so good that you'd credit him? Man, imagine being fuck! It's a fun place for you to shoot stuff without getting shot at, except the hitbox is damn it. Now that we've done training... Now that we've done training, we get to the first level of 40...